Kirk Cousins has a case to be the highest-paid quarterback in the NFL. Kirk Cousins' gamble on himself is about to pay off. Willing to ride out the franchise tag as the starting quarterback of the Washington Redskins, Cousins is set to hit free agency behind a 3-year body of work that should make him one of the highest-paid players in the NFL. The Redskins' playoff hopes hinge on these 17 events. Since becoming Washington's starting quarterback in 2015. Cousins has completed 1,034 of 1,525 attempts, 67.8%, for 12,121 yards, 73 touchdowns and 29 interceptions. His passer rating of 99.7 over that span ranks him 5th among 22 quarterbacks with at least 1,000 pass attempts. Only two future Hall of Famers, Tom Brady and Drew Brees, and the 2016 MVP, Matt Ryan, have a higher total passer rating since 2015. The order changes slightly: Brady, Ryan, Brees, Cousins, if you use adjusted net yards per pass, an updated version of passer rating that has a slightly higher correlation to team wins. The offensive line, held together with duct tape and glue, ranks 29th this season for pass blocking ability per Pro Football Focus and sees Cousins pressured on 36.6% of his dropbacks in 2017, the highest rate during his 3-year run. Yet his passer rating under pressure this season is 81.6, a career high and the 6th highest in 2017. And that is despite the Redskins facing their 5th toughest pass defenses through the first 11 weeks of the season per Sharp Football Stats. The high-level performance for Cousins isn't the result of conservative passes, either. His 42.5% completion rate on deep throws, those traveling 20 or more yards in the air, ranks 5th among 27 quarterbacks attempting at least 100 deep throws over the past 3 years. His passer rating, 109.0, on these attempts is second only to Matt Stafford of the Detroit Lions. And this proficiency down the field isn't merely the result of having Deshaun Jackson on the roster during his first 2 seasons under center for Washington. Cousins' completion percentage, 40.5%, and passer rating, 109.7, rank 8th and 7th, respectively, in 2017 with Josh Doctson as his primary deep threat. Cousins can score with his legs, too, and his 12 rushing touchdowns since 2015 are the 3rd most at the position behind Cam Newton, 19, and Tyrod Taylor, 13. Some will dismiss Cousins' performance due to a lack of wins relative to his peers, but it is silly to assign quarterbacks wins and losses as if they have total control over the outcome of the game. Instead, it is more instructive to look at how often the passing game scores on each play compared to other offenses in the same situation. For example, with Cousins at the helm, Washington has scored 8.5 points per game more than expected based on each play's down, distance and field position. Since 2015, only the New England Patriots, Atlanta Falcons, New Orleans Saints and Pittsburgh Steelers have exceeded expectations by more points per game due to their ability to pass the ball. This season Washington's passing attack has scored 5.7 points per game more than expected in 2017, and, according to ESPN's total quarterback rating, Cousins is responsible for a vast majority of that, 4.9, signifying his high value to the Redskins. Seeing a quarterback account for so much of a team's offense might be shocking to some, but not only is the quarterback widely considered to be the most important position on the team, Cousins in particular has had to deal with a slew of injuries this season which only makes his task tougher. Chris Thompson, Terrell Pryor, Sean Lauvao, T.J. Clemmings and Robert Kelly are all on injured reserve in addition to Trent Williams and Jordan Reed missing significant time. In fact, Washington had to play against the Seattle Seahawks in Week 9 without Williams, Reed and Lauvao in addition to right guard Brandon Scherf, wideout Jamison Crowder, defensive lineman Jonathan Allen and Matt Ioannidis and linebacker Mason Foster, and still managed to walk away with a win. Jamison Crowder ready to take on a starring role in Redskins' depleted offense using the estimate that 31 points in point differential equates to a win. Cousins' performance is contributing 2.5 wins over a 16-game season, worth approximately $35.6 million on the open market based on what teams must pay replacement-level players, between $480,000 and $1,015,000 per player, depending on his years of experience. The amount a team spends above and beyond those minimum contracts for a 53-man roster, $115 million, and the number of wins it takes to go from replacement level to league average, 8, assuming a replacement level team would have 0 wins. That's close to what the Redskins would have to pay him if they decided to use the franchise tag on him for the third time, $34.47 million. And makes Cousins worth $178 million over a 5-year contract, dwarfing the